Hi everyone. Ironing a shirt can feel like a chore, but it doesn't have to be. In this video, I'll show you my foolproof method for ironing a shirt perfectly, every single time. We'll cover everything from prepping your shirt to achieving a crisp, professional finish. Plus, I'll share some of my favorite modern ironing devices that make the whole process much faster and easier. Let's get started. Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're tackling the art of ironing a shirt, and we're going to do it right. Let's get started with the collar. First, lay your shirt flat on the ironing board. Start with the collar, ironing each side separately. Pay close attention to the points. You want a crisp, sharp edge. Use a gentle back and forth motion, avoiding harsh pressure that could damage the fabric. For a really sharp point, you might even consider using a point presser, a handy little tool that helps create that perfect, professional look. Remember to iron both the inside and the outside of the collar for a truly polished finish. Take your time here. A perfectly ironed collar makes a huge difference in the overall impression. Next up, we're moving on to the shelves and the back of the shirt. Begin with the shelves, smoothing out any wrinkles. Work your way from the top down, overlapping each stroke slightly to ensure complete coverage. For stubborn wrinkles, you might need to apply a little more pressure, but always be mindful of the fabric type. Delicate fabrics require a lighter touch. Once the shelves are wrinkle-free, move on to the back of the shirt. Iron this section in the same manner, paying attention to the seams and ensuring they are smooth and flat. If you have a steam iron, this is where it really shines. The steam helps to relax the fibers and remove even the most stubborn creases. Now, let's tackle the shoulders. This part can be a little tricky, but with a bit of practice, you'll master it in no time. Carefully lay the shoulder area flat on the ironing board, ensuring it's smooth and wrinkle-free. Use a gentle, circular motion to iron the shoulder seams, working your way outwards. Avoid applying too much pressure, as this could cause the fabric to become shiny or stretched. Take your time and be patient. A perfectly ironed shoulder adds a touch of elegance to the entire shirt. Finally, we're on to the sleeves and cuffs. This is where precision comes into play. First, iron the sleeves, starting from the seam and working your way outwards. For a crisp cuff, iron the cuff flat, ensuring that the edges are perfectly aligned. Then, fold the cuff neatly and iron it again to set the crease. Repeat this process for both sleeves. If you're using a modern iron with a specialized cuff attachment, this will make the process even easier and faster. Remember to always check the iron's temperature setting to avoid damaging the fabric. And there you have it. A perfectly ironed shirt, ready to wear. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't be discouraged if your first few attempts aren't flawless. With a little patience and attention to detail, you'll be ironing shirts like a pro in no time. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful tips and tricks. Hey everyone, and welcome. Let's talk about ironing shirts, something we all have to deal with at some point. First things first, cleaning your iron. This is super important for getting a crisp, clean finish and preventing those annoying brown marks on your favorite shirt. Before you even plug it in, check the sole plate for any stuck-on lint or residue. A slightly damp cloth and a gentle scrub usually does the trick. For tougher stains, you might need a specialized iron cleaner. You can find these at most home goods stores. Remember to always unplug the iron before cleaning it, and let it cool completely before you start. Safety first. Next up, choosing the right ironing mode. This depends entirely on the fabric of your shirt. Cotton, linen, and other natural fibers usually require a higher temperature setting, while delicate fabrics like silk or rayon need a much lower setting. Always check the care label on your shirt. It's your best friend when it comes to ironing. Ignoring those instructions can lead to irreversible damage to your clothes. Most modern irons have clear settings for different fabrics, often with little icons to help you identify them. Don't be afraid to experiment a little, but always start with a lower setting and gradually increase the heat if needed. Now, what if you don't have an iron? Believe it or not, there are ways to get a decent press without one. One method is to hang your shirt in the bathroom while you take a hot shower. The steam from the shower will help to relax the wrinkles. Another option is to use a hair straightener, carefully, of course. It works best on smaller areas like collars and cuffs. You can also try laying the shirt flat on a clean surface and using a damp cloth to smooth out wrinkles. This method takes more time and effort, but it can be surprisingly effective. Let's move on to some modern methods. There are some fantastic gadgets out there that can make ironing a breeze. Steam generators, for example, offer a powerful and consistent steam output, making it much easier to tackle stubborn wrinkles. Then there are garment steamers, which are great for delicate fabrics and are often quicker and easier to use than a traditional iron. These are especially handy for touch-ups and quick wrinkle removal. And don't forget about ironing boards. A good quality ironing board with a padded cover makes a huge difference in the overall ironing experience. Investing in a good one is well worth it. Finally, some useful tips to make your ironing life easier. Always iron your shirt inside out to protect the fabric and prevent shine. Start with the smaller details, collars, cuffs, and pockets, before moving on to the larger areas. Use a spray bottle with water to dampen stubborn wrinkles. And remember to let your shirt cool completely before folding or hanging it to avoid creasing it again. Also, if you're ironing a dress shirt, always iron the sleeves flat before you iron the body of the shirt. And don't forget to clean your iron regularly. Following these tips will help you achieve a professional-looking finish every time.